friends, welcome to my channel Azure Simple. Today we are going to look into one very important topic on how you can do the version control of your PowerBI report and the semantic model dataset in Azure DevOps. So for this you need basically Power BI desktop, you need Power BI, your report on powerbi.com, and then also you need the Azure DevOps repo. So in order for that, first thing what you need to do is I'm under my organization, under my project. You will click on the branches here, and then you will have to make sure that you're creating a branch with the same name as your workspace. In that way, if you want to do the version control of multiple reports under the same workspace, you can do so because you are going to use the same branch. So click on the branch and then click on clone here, and then copy the HTTPS link. Make sure that the HTTPS link is selected. Copy the HTTPS link. Now go back to open the Visual Studio Code, click on the version control, and then you can click on clone repository. So here paste that HTTPS link. So once it is pasted, it will open this window where it will say what is the local folder where you want to clone the remote repository, where it will store your code. So you can select any folder. In my case, I am selecting this folder here where I keep all my code, and then you will click on select a repository destination. Now it has started doing the cloning. Okay, and then it will pop up this window where it is saying that do you want to open the clone repository. You say open, so it will open the code in your Power BI desktop like here. Click back on the version control. It is scanning for the folder and all. So let me show you what is going on in the folder. So if you click here, now we got this clone here. Okay, because since I had a demo already there, so now it is cloning under demo-1. That's fine. So now you go back to this version control, and it's still scanning. So let it complete the scanning. Once the scan is complete, right now you see here the main branch is highlighted. We will have to make sure that you're not pushing your code to the main branch, rather you're pushing the code to the workspace name branch which you just created. So once it is just looking for any changes. So once the changes are added, this will be highlighted, and then you can click on this, and then you can choose your branch. So in my case, I'm going to choose the CCS ETL status branch because this is my workspace name branch on which I'm working. So once this is done, you can click on the Explorer. It will show you right now there is no file, there is only readme.md file because this is the initial branch. Now next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you are actually putting your Power BI report and your semantic model under the same repo. So for that, you open the report which you want to version control or you want to change. Click on file and click on download this file. This will download this with.pbx extension. So once it is downloaded here, open the file by double clicking the file, and it will open the Power BI desktop. You need Power BI desktop in order to perform this task, which is a free tool you can download from the internet. You can also download Visual Studio Code, which we are using for free. Only thing you need is your Power BI authentication and your Azure DevOps authentication. So once this is open, we will give it a time and let it open. But while it is opening, let me show you that under the Visual Studio Code you see only one file, and then here under version control you see that you are under the same branch your workspace branch. You will have to make sure that you are on that branch. So once your Power BI desktop is open, it will open your report. Now you want to simply version control this report. I'll also show you in my next video how you can modify the file, and then you can again share between the different developers using DevOps. So now this is your report. Now next thing what you need to do is the report is still loading. Yeah, it's loaded. Now I got some data from my table, and this is my simple report, and this is some text just for demo. Next thing you will have to make sure that, see, you just downloaded the PBIX file, but that's not the file which you are going to store in DevOps. Rather, you are going to store the metadata. So for that, there is a format called PBIP. So in order to enable the PBIP option, you click on the options and settings, click on options here. And you will have to make sure that this setting under preview, here you see this option preview features, and then you will have to make sure that Power BI project.pbip save options, store semantic model using TMGL format, and store report using enhanced metadata format, which is PBIR, is enabled. You will have to make sure that these things are enabled, and then you click on OK. Now you click on file, you click on save as, and then you will have to make sure that you are using the same folder where you cloned your repo. So that folder was under my C drive, under users, under source, and then under this, and then here. And then I will have to make sure that I'm changing this .pbix to .pbip, and then you click on save. Okay, so once you click on save, now you open your Power BI desktop. It is identifying that there is a change. It has identified the change. The next thing what you need to do is you need to commit your local changes. So you will say my demo report, or whatever comment you want to give, and then you will say commit. Yes. So now you're committing your local changes. So right now, if I go back to my DevOps, and if I go to my repo under my branch, you don't see that there is no other file, right? Because I have just committed the changes on my local. The next thing what you're gonna do is you can click on the sync, or you can click on these three dots and you can click on push. So it will push the local changes to your Git, but I'm clicking on the sync changes. Okay, so now it is syncing my changes to DevOps. All right, so now if I go back to my DevOps here and I refresh this, I think it's still, and you see here, right, it has got my reports now. And if I click on the history, you see here my demo report, and it will show you like all these files are added. Okay, so this is basically how you will store your Power BI report and semantic model in DevOps. Now suppose there is a developer and there is now next day, right, there is a change. For example, if I'm saying that I want to change this text to say demo for my channel. Okay, I click on save, and then I click on save as, and then I click on browse. Same steps I'm following, which you remember you need to go in the same location, and then you need to make sure that you're using .pbip extension and click on save. So once you click on save here in Visual Studio Code, it will identify that there is a change. So now you will say changed text, whatever commit you want to give, right? You click on commit. It will ask you that do you want to save these changes? Yes. And then once it is saved, you will click on sync. and then you go to your DevOps, refresh your DevOps, go back to the branch, click on history, and you see here it is saying the text is changed, and you can see that whatever changes I have made. It means that the DevOps, you are not keeping track of your metadata of your report. So if you're making any visual change, if you're making any semantic model change, all those changes are actually stored in your DevOps, and then you follow the same process here in your Power BI desktop. If you want to publish, you will click on publish, and you will publish it to your Power BI. Okay friends, I hope I was able to explain you the whole process. It's a simple easy step. Please feel free to put your question in the comment, and please subscribe my channel and like the video. Thank you very much.